Welcome to Atlanta, Georgia, Bobby Dodd Stadium and the home of the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. The Rambling Wreck is here, and these fans have been waiting since early in the day to get this one cranked up. Today, a couple of teams getting set to square off in an ACC battle. As we'll see, the Duke Blue Devils taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Blue Devils will boot it away to start the game. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. So the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets offense will have the first possession of the game. There he is, the man who makes everything go, and they believe they're going to score every time they touch it when he's on the field, Jesse.
He plays with unbelievable confidence, Reese. Always knows where to go with the football. The entire playbook is at this guy's disposal.
Yeah, which is so much fun for a coach. So much fun to play with him. A guy that can do everything. Everybody on the field is active and a weapon.
Offense gets set for second down. They go to the ground. Across the 45. They finally get him on the ground with a big running play, moves the change for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Finds his big tight end. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. They've got the screen set up. Crosses the 30, he's got away. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out and in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him.
Got enough space. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! A great catch and run for 6. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Duke's offense will go to work for the first time today. These two dudes who both come off the edge can wreck an offensive day, Jesse.
Man, these quarterbacks better have an internal clock working today. If you hold on to the football, you are getting sacked.
The best athletes on the field are defense.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Well, it wasn't great field position to start with, and it's getting worse now. The defense gets a sack. They're getting aggressive up the field. They get to the QB, and they're sending a message.
Hand off from the shotgun. Follows that surge up front. He's got 5 out to the 13. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Setting up the screen. Open space at the 25. He's off to the races. At the 30. He's at the 10. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
He'll bring it out. It's Taylor. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Gets it out fast.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. And the Yellow Jackets in the hurry-up. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And you just don't expect your junior quarterback to get fooled and to throw it into double coverage like that. On fourth down, going to the air. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground. A first down for the offense. Looking for space, it's Boyd. At the 35, he's got room. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. And he's a real nowhere man. This no game land. They got nothing on the left. Second and 10. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. The sudden change on the turnover, man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. Here comes the offense on first down. He wants to throw. Lofts one high and deep. And he's got it inside the 25.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Looking to go up top on first down. He's got his man. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. The Yellow Jackets have moved it inside the 20.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Looking to push the pace with the no huddle. Back to the air one more time. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. This time they'll go to the running game. And he runs it all the way down to the 3 before they get him. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll try to power their way ahead. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
Use the play fake, now to throw. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. The Blue Devils will bring the punt team onto the field. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. And the Blue Devils will call on their punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. He's got great speed. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
He'll come out throwing on first down. He's got it. Stopped after making the catch. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
He leaves it with his back. He couldn't get close to the marker, got 3 yards, but it'll be 4th and 3.
Yeah, and that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
He's got it. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
They stripped it out. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And this QB has the ability to make huge plays and scramble around and do things off schedule. But that time he coughed it up. Did a great job getting outside the pocket, but the defense closed in, forced the fumble, recovered it. Great job by the defense.
Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Boyd. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. The Blue Devils with the 1st and 10. Movement here from the tight end. To the ground. He's got it again.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise...
Oh, look out! Touchdown, Duke! What a grab and go for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Here he comes from inside. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. He's looking to throw. Got his man quickly. They get him on the ground at the 36 after a pickup of 5.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because he gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
On 2nd down, looking to throw. Finds his man down the middle. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Yellow Jackets want to pick up the tempo. Working that left side now. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. The Yellow Jackets are marching down the field. They'll throw it on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. After the misfire now on second down. He'll just keep slinging it. Makes his connection. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. This feels like 4-down territory, third and short from the 40. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. The clock is not their friend. Got to get everybody to the line quickly. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Makes the grab well past the sticks. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. You need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
Quickly complete. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. From the red zone, looking for a space. He's got his man. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Georgia Tech!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution. Offense.
21-2-14.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Handoff to the single back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A really raucous environment there in Atlanta. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. And with that, let's send it back to the guys on the flats at Bobby Dodd Stadium.
Just about set for the second half kickoff. Out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one. They're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Pocket starts to collapse. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped. And the Blue Devils want to move quickly.
And the defense brought the blitz on third down, trying to see if they could rattle the quarterback, but how about the poise? He knew where his answer was. He didn't panic or freak out. He just went through his progressions, picked up the first, and we got a fresh set of downs.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. It'll be third and short from their own 33. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense gets to the quarterback. The Blue Devils line up to punt it away.
Man, it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and
He hurls one deep down the left side. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way. First down here for the offense. To the ground with the back. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks, that's just ridiculous.
He gets a block. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Line gets set, first down. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Looking deep down the right side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Let's see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 48. He's right on target. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. And the Yellow Jackets headed quickly to the line. Reads it, fires complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. This offense believes you are given 4 downs for a reason. You've got to use all of them. 2 for 3 so far today. The completion well past the sticks. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains.
You got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one and to keep the drive alive.
Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22. 3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4? And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. It's 4th and 8, and never a hesitation. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! They'll try to add another to their lead. The fake, and he wants to throw. He makes the catch in the end zone, and that trickery works to perfection for the 2. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Quick release on the RPO. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him. Tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll pull it down. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Get it out on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. And the Blue Devils are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he is stopped for no gain, and that will bring us to the end of the 3rd quarter. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Boyd.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Finds his man enough for the first. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field, catch the defense off guard.
Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. The Blue Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Got it! He gets it in! Touchdown, Blue Devils!
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure, lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Getting some heat. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Yellow Jackets will send out the punt unit. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Caught in the backfield, it's Stenson. Slithers into space. Nothing but green ahead. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Duke. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
And they... and thought better of it. He'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Looking for room at the 40. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few 1st downs, and get a W.
We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a 1-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. Out of the gun, the running back has it. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yard. There. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Been showing them the run, now they'll throw it. He's got an open man. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the 4th, and the Brain Trust will go to work. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. If they can get it into the end zone here, they can really turn up the heat in this one. 3rd and goal. Trying to bully their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia Tech!
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to... And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. The offense going to try again on another play. They'll just spike it on this one. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Wide open downfield. Open runway ahead. The 10. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
Now down by 2, inside a minute to go. If they can get this onside kick, maybe they could get into field goal range.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
He's got his man. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.